the long-awaited video from Mr. Repzion about Joy Sparkle BS has came out, and it's underwhelming. No real new information of any sort, just the same old stuff. It's just one of those things, it's kind of like, who cares? Repzion's video is about an hour long. So luckily, another YouTuber named the Egocasts made a short summary video. And by short, I just mean it's shorter than Repzion's video. His still clocking in over 20 minutes.
Don't be disappointed with me. Don't be disappointed with Repzion. You only have yourselves to be disappointed in. You've built this up in your mind.
When Joy Sparkles first started her channel,
he talks about how she made videos on Onision.
So the time goes on, and then a new story breaks out on YouTube, and that is the Daddy of 5 case. And this is where it gets interesting.
It's not really. He blocked her on Twitter. Well, who cares?
Unfortunately, that's going to be the story of this whole video. Right there.
Let's jump into the meaty part of this video.
Meaty, I think, meaning lengthy. Not really important.
Everybody has a past. The difference is, are you going to be honest with that past? Are you going to talk about that past? Or are you going to try to ignore it like it never happened?
She's going to try and ignore it. Because her past is fucking wackadoo.
And I don't think this is going to change that. I think she's still going to just ignore these things people are saying about her that she doesn't want to respond to. Maybe she'll respond, but I doubt it. And you've now seen the best part of the video.
Fuck, 20 minutes of, like, her talking on radio programs and shit.
Yeah, literally just a full radio interview is a third of Repzion's video.
Angelic channeling.
Yeah, I don't think she can channel angels.
Inoperable tumor on your neck.
Yeah, she healed her tumor with herbs and stuff.
Garlic and onions.
Could have been anything. Could have been a pimple. Who even fucking knows? And she could have smeared all sorts of shit on it and the fucking pimple went away because that's what pimples do.
Kind of defending her here. You know, I would hope she would know the difference, but that's true. She could have had some bump and thought she healed it, but for her to say it was an inoperable cancer that she was going to die from, I mean, that sounds like somebody told her that, or she's just really bad at WebMD.
Who cares? She was in the New Age, and then she stopped for 3 whole years. Then she went back.
You also mentioned that you were into levitation. That's a huge one.
This is a huge one. Levitation. She can't fucking levitate.
Most of all, how you, Katie Smith, are a psychic.
But yeah, I don't think she's a psychic. I think she's crazy.
And that's definitely a message you can drive home from Repzion's video. Joy's just not all there. She's got something wrong with her. And we don't know what it is. Nobody can diagnose her over the internet unless she tells us and actually gets it checked out. We'll never know.
Who cares?
And if you don't, then by all means, what I'm saying here doesn't really matter that much.
What I'm saying here, maybe it doesn't really matter,
is that she claims that she's had copper toxicity. And this is something that I really want to go into detail about.
Repzion explains that if Joy actually did get copper toxicity from her IUD, she would be the first recorded case in history. Joy says that the copper thing rusted. Copper doesn't rust. It's rings in the eyes whenever you have copper toxicity. So, yeah, that would have been a big thing if she would have really proved that she could just go, look, I have fucking this shit, and everybody go, oh, I have copper toxicity, it can't be cured. And I'm like, I watched House put a bitch on dialysis, and she was fucking cured.
This is one of the things I think is probably the most important of the whole video. I mean, if that really did happen to her, there needs to be checked out, because there's other people it could happen to. But I have a feeling it didn't happen, because, you know, people would want to know that if it really did happen. Lots of girls have IUDs. And here, Andy from the Egocast kind of goes on a side tangent about CBD.
I get really scared of cannabis oil because I don't like the I don't like any properties of being high.
Fucking cunt. The reason is because CBD oil is fucking amazing at helping children not have to have seizures constantly if they have constant fucking seizures. CBD oil because I don't like the feeling of being high. She's a fucking idiot. This shit doesn't do that.
Again, best part of the video.
So Katie has a meltdown live streaming on YouNow, which is of course deleted, of her having a meltdown. I'm accurate to say that, screaming at employees at a car dealership.
Yes. That happened.
I really don't see the relevancy of that comment regarding my underwear or socks. What does that have to do with anything? How does me selling that make me a hypocrite?
I don't know. But if somebody wants to buy my underwear or socks, it's fucking $200 a pop. I don't know. We'll start there. I might be able to be flexible on the price. But email me, because I'll do that shit all day.
I just included this because I indeed will do that shit all day. And I think I can be very competitive with my prices compared to Andy. So email me. Because, yeah, I'll do that shit all day. Every day. Got lots of underwear and socks.
He went after Mike to get to Joy. Apparently this was a false assumption. Apparently he's never slandered her.
You, on the other hand, Joy, have tweeted about me, claiming that I've committed insurance fraud.
Long story short, he didn't. How she left YouTube and then came back a couple days later? Who fucking cares?
And that's pretty much the gist of the Repzion video. The rest, Andy kind of discusses what wasn't in the video, which I think was something that people had kind of looked forward to, was getting exposed, but it just wasn't in there.
Alright, so, is there any truth to the rumors I've heard about a pedo ring on her Indigo Child website?
Yes, reality check, yes, 100%. 100%. There's stuff for that. But you just said in the chat, 100%.
Fucking 0%. The whole pedo ring thing is, she would get on a chat, right? Text chat, and pretend that she was a little kid. And that she would sex people up. So, it's fucking weird. It's fucking gross. Pedo ring, not so much. Who cares?
And that's pretty much a rundown of the video. Nothing new. Nothing that wasn't already known, really. Maybe with the audience Repzion has, this may have some sort of effect. Or she could just ignore it. And that's probably the best thing for her to do, is just ignore it. I kind of hope she makes a response, but it's nothing that hasn't been brought up before, and she's just kind of ignored it or said some things in passing. Definitely underwhelming.
I'm Chris Hansen. I'm Chris Hansen. I'm Chris Hansen.
Who cares?